Dark Souls 3 is an action RPG that was released for the Sega Blaster in 2015 and other platforms I don't want to talk about because they scare my son. It's an action RPG that's got DLCs coming on the way, but I don't want to talk about them because I want to say that the game's got problems. And to be buying DLCs for a game that's got problems, then I'm going to buy it. And you're going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it. So let's talk about the problems of the game. I could be wearing a good old shirt and pants and still get hurt by small boys with big guns. Normally in Dark Souls 1, I could stand my ground like the Tim McGrath song. In Dark Souls 2 and 3, I cannot do that. And let's just say it's a bunch of hooey, malarkey, crap. All sorts of words. I'm not going to say them loud. I don't know about you, but I respect God, so I'm not gonna say them loud. But it's a problem. You got a little. I used to be a devout fan of the poking prod. I have now turned my back on the poking prod. It is not. I will not use it. It is a dishonor. It is a dishonorable weapon. It ends lives too fast. I want to have glory. I want to have movies. How am I gonna do that with the poking prod? The red stick, however, I still use. Secondly, or thirdly, I can't really remember. Dark Souls 2 DLC had a boy named Tim Spiderlover give me some sort of heck about his spider, and he got epically owned by me in the past. I don't know if my loyal subscribers / Patreon donators would remember this, but you guessed it, Tim Spiderlover is at it again. This time, he's at my local Red Lobster saying that he put egg sacs in the scone biscuits that they serve you for appetizers. Well, Tim Spiderlover, I just gotta say, you have no place in my realm. You are excluded from the inner circle of the Baby Hammer. And try that shit one more time. I will fix your wagon. And no, I will not stop this time.
And the other thing is... Okay, so you have variables, which could be an integer, it could be a string, it could be a character, it could be a double, fucking float, whatever, depending on what language you're using. And let's say you have a bunch of variables and you need to reference them en masse. It's less efficient to call those variables all at once or assign them values all at once when you could use an array. Now, an array is basically a set of variables of the same type. So you could make an array of string variables, and you can designate a specific size for the array. There are ways that you can kind of jury rig it and make the array bigger dynamically or smaller, sort of like a stack, which is something that we'll talk about later. So let's say I wanted to have an array for my inventory. I would declare array, and now let's assume all items in the inventory have a numeric ID. So I would make an integer array, and each item in my inventory, and let's say the inventory is 20 slots, so I would declare the array as 20, having 20. So slot 0, the first slot is 0, the second, or the final cell, the proper term is cell, the final cell is 19, and I would fill each of those with the inventory item IDs, and from there the game or program would be able to look at that and see what IDs are in the array and be able to draw up the inventory screen like that.